Erased is a 12-episode-long anime directed by Tomohiko Ito, who is one of the primary directors behind Sword Art Online, and better yet, Death Note. And this anime follows the story of a guy named Satoru who has something he refers to as revival. He'll be walking around in everyday life and suddenly get a flash forward of something that's going to happen. However, he doesn't quite see what's bad, but he knows that something's off. And when he gets this flash forward, he has to instantly look around and find and pinpoint what might be off, so that then when he reverts back into normal time, which is usually just a few minutes behind, he can then find whatever's about to happen and stop it. And in the first pilot episode, we find out that he uses things like that to stop car accidents and other smaller things from happening where someone could possibly get hurt or killed. But suddenly, he wakes up as a kid in grade school again. He's gone so far back with what he calls revival that he is now a child. He's no longer an adult, and he has to figure out why he's been sent back to being a kid again to hopefully prevent a terrible string of murders. So he has to sift through all the clues of an 18-year-old unsolved mystery while also being in the body of a child but having the brain of a 29-year-old, still maintaining his school, his grades, his friends, his relationships, and it's pretty awesome. In fact, this is my favorite anime that I've seen. I can't even remember, actually. I thought about this quite a bit before turning on the camera for this review. I can't think of an anime that I've liked more within the past 10 years, really. Erased is that good. It's a very taut, gripping psychological thriller, but it also has a really great sense of humor. The large arc of this anime revolves around a young girl who was murdered. Now, adult Satoru knows that she was murdered, and when he goes back to being a child, he feels that this is the murder that he's going to have to stop so that his life can eventually grow up to be better, but more importantly, so that this girl can be saved. So watching this character struggle to connect with this introverted girl to hopefully save her life in the long run was really touching and actually extremely emotionally affecting. It really surprised me, and I can't believe I'm actually sitting here reviewing this, because I watch tons of new anime, and I tend to focus more on anime that I've seen in theaters when I do videos like this, but whenever I see an anime that impacts me as much as this one did, I can't help but share my thoughts with it, and I strongly, strongly recommend this show. After I give my grade, I have something else I want to talk about in regards to this anime and the way it's being distributed. And it doesn't have much to do with the quality of this show, so I'll save that for the end of this video. Satoru's mom in this show is probably my favorite anime mom ever. She is the best mom like you could ever have. She understands virtually everything about this guy. In fact, he has a joke internally throughout the entire show that he's positive his mom's a witch, because she just predicts everything that he's about to do, and she understands everything that he needs at that exact moment that he needs it the most, all the way from childhood to adulthood. And I found that also really hilarious. And that's something I really loved about this show, is that although it is kind of dark, since it is about a serial killer that's abducting young girls, and a young boy who has to figure out how to stop all of this from happening, the show has a great way in maintaining a light tone while also being a coming-of-age story, although our main character has already technically come of age because he's an adult in a kid's body. So it's a very interesting way of looking at this, and that added to the drama of it all, and it made it considerably more impactful than I think it would have if it was just about an adult trying to solve a mystery. It's a detective story from the standpoint of a child with an adult's brain, and there's also a time travel aspect to it, so it just makes it so unique. There's certainly nothing like this in America, that's for sure. As soon as somebody would say that it's an adult brain in a child's body getting to know a young girl, instantly all American studios would be like, no, we can't have that, that's inappropriate. But this show has a great way of telling this story without it ever being creepy. Even the more creepy aspects of the story are handled with maturity, which is another thing about this show. There's a very serious dark subplot involving abuse, parental abuse, and obviously the serial killer, and it is disturbing, but it's handled with a surprising amount of respect for the children that are involved with it. Whenever I see anything, whether it be a movie, an American TV show, or a Japanese TV show, handle something as dark as the subject matter in this show while also maintaining a sense of humor and have it all be perfectly fluid, that's majorly impressive. And from episode 1 all the way to episode 12, I was constantly riveted by Erased. My biggest issue with the show is that I basically figured out who the killer was about halfway through, and it didn't really surprise me. There weren't as many options, I think, as there should have been in regards to who it could be. So when you find out who the killer is, I was like, yeah, I figured that out. But I mean, it didn't stop me from enjoying the show because the characters were so well fleshed out and so well rounded that everything else around that I was really excited by. And I actually don't even want them to make a season 2. Some people are so in love with the show they want more. If they do make more, I'll watch it, but I think this story ended amazingly. If they made a film, that might be cool, but I really don't think they need to go anywhere else with this story. I'm going to give Erased an A+. Now, as I said, I want to talk about the way this anime is being distributed and how it is truly bothering me. But first, I do want to make sure you guys know that my promotion with Atom Tickets is still going on. That's ATOM Tickets. It's a fantastic app that allows you to buy movie tickets directly from your phone before the film starts. You can pre-order concessions even, skip the line. All of your friends can buy tickets for one movie you're going to, but you can set it up so that you can all pay separately. I think it's a fantastic app, and the best part is that if you use the code Chris, you get $5 off your order for the rest of the entire year. So please do check out the link I've left in the description below and check out this app and download it for your Android or your iPhone and let them know that I sent you if you can. Thank you very much, guys. Now let's talk about this specific thing that's been bugging me quite a bit ever since I purchased those 2 Blu-rays right there. This is a 12-episode show, and that's it. It's complete. It's done. Now, these 2 volumes cost me $187. That's insane. I did the math. If you go to Amazon right now, you can buy all 9 seasons of Dragon Ball Z on the official Blu-rays for about $190 if you have Prime shipping and you don't have to pay for shipping. Now that's a 9-season show with over 200 episodes. 12 episodes on 2 Blu-ray sets? $187? Are you insane? This is distributed by Aniplex, and I bought it off the Right Stuff anime website. Contrary to what you might think, I don't get that much sent to me for free. I go to screenings of films, yes, I have to follow embargoes, but in regards to anime, I pretty much buy it all myself. This is an insane price. Why did I pay it? Because I want to support anime, and I want anime to be distributed in America, and I want it to come to my area in Ohio, and when I see something available, I want people to know that it's wanted and desired, people who are distributing anime. I want anime to come to America, and I want it to come over to a fair price. So I always try to support it. 99.999% of the time, I will buy whatever is available perfectly legally, 100% legal. I don't like streaming. I don't like downloading things that I'm not supposed to download because I like supporting the artists. Very rarely will I ever pick up an anime bootleg. I have like a couple, and that's only because they're simply not available anywhere. Literally, I have like a couple anime bootlegs that have never been distributed in America and that I wanted to see. One of them was the show Monster. I think there's like volume 1 of that show. I have an anime bootleg of that. And I mean, for the most part, like I said, 99.9% of the time, I am buying the actual official release. But come on, Aniplex. This is an absurd price you're asking people to pay. It's a 12-episode show. You know, that's just crazy. I bought it because I want to support it, but I'm almost ashamed to say how much it costs for me to watch a 12-episode show. That's just nuts. I don't really know what I'm trying to accomplish by saying this, other than to let anime fans out there like me know that I feel your pain when it comes to things like this. That's just a crazy price. It's almost unethical. It's a really absurd price for a 12-episode show. If anyone from Aniplex is watching this, just take that to heart, please, because that's really... it's just kind of wrong. It's so expensive. It's just not necessary. But I must reiterate, do check out Erased. It is one of the best anime that I have seen. It's really that good, and I strongly recommend it. Guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.